Picture this. You're 32 years old, sitting in your car after work, staring at your banking app. The same disappointing number stares back at you. Then you do the math on what you could have had if you'd started investing just 5 years ago. If you're watching this, you know that sinking feeling. You've got money sitting in a savings account earning practically nothing, while everything around you get more expensive. You know you should be investing, but every time you research it, you feel like you need a finance degree just to understand the basics. £47,000. That's what financial sleepwalking costs you. Every article assumes you already know what you're doing. Every investment app looks like it was designed for people who casually throw around terms like diversified portfolio at dinner parties. Most people think investing is this exclusive club for the financially sophisticated. What they don't realize is that the UK government has been trying to hand them free money for years, and they're just not taking it. This might surprise you, but the biggest financial mistake most UK adults make isn't overspending on something they can't afford. It's not taking advantage of something they absolutely can afford. Every single year, the UK government offers you a £20,000 gift, tax-free growth on your investments, no strings attached. And what do most people do? They say, "I'll figure it out next year." Here's what no one tells you. Every year you wait isn't just about missing this year's opportunity. You're missing out on decades of compound growth. The person who starts investing at 25 versus 35 ends up with literally hundreds of thousands more by retirement, even if they invest the exact same amount. Most people think the government just takes their money. Taxes, national insurance, council tax. But here's what they don't know. The government is actually trying to give money back through something called an ISA. Individual savings account. Sounds boring, right? But here's the twist that changes everything. It's a protected space where your investments grow and the taxman can't touch them. No tax on profits. No tax on dividends. No tax on capital gains. The catch? You get a £20,000 allowance each year. Use it or lose it. Miss the deadline, and that opportunity disappears forever. When you understand what compound growth looks like over decades, you realize this isn't just helpful, it's life-changing. But here's where most people sabotage themselves. They get excited about investing returns and skip the foundation work. It's like trying to build a house on quicksand. Before anyone should put a penny into investments, they need 3 things sorted. First, an emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of expenses in a boring savings account. Not for investing, for emergencies. Because the moment you need to sell investments to fix your car, you've already lost the game. Second, high-interest debt eliminated. Credit cards, personal loans, anything charging over 10% interest. This might surprise you, but paying off a 20% credit card gives you a guaranteed 20% return. You won't beat that in the stock market. Third, clear numbers. How much comes in each month? How much goes out? What's actually left over? You can't invest money you don't have, and you can't know what you have without tracking it. Once your foundation is solid, you've got 3 main options for investing in the UK, but only one makes sense for most people starting out. Option 1, regular investment account. You make money, you pay taxes on it. Simple, but expensive over time. Option 2, pension. Fantastic for retirement, but your money's locked away until you're in your 60s. Option 3, ISAs. Tax-free growth with access to your money if you need it. But here's what catches most people off guard. There are different types of ISAs, and choosing the wrong one is like bringing a calculator to a smartphone convention. Cash ISA. Your money sits there earning maybe 2% while inflation slowly destroys your purchasing power. Stocks and shares ISA. Your money actually grows with the market, potentially 6 to 8% annually over the long term. Lifetime ISA. If you're under 40, the government adds 25% to whatever you contribute. Literally free money on top of free money. Now here's where most people freeze up completely. What do you actually buy inside your ISA? Many people spend months researching individual companies, trying to find the next Apple or Amazon. They read annual reports, track stock prices, and drive themselves crazy trying to pick winners. There's a much smarter way. This might surprise you, but you can own pieces of hundreds of companies with a single purchase. They're called index funds or ETFs, basically a basket containing tiny slices of every major company in the UK, or even the world. Instead of trying to guess which companies will succeed, you own them all. When the market goes up, you go up. When individual companies have bad days, it barely affects you because you're spread across hundreds of others. Most people think this approach is boring. They don't realize that boring is exactly what makes money over the long term. Exciting investments are usually the ones that lose money. Here's where the real magic happens. And when we say magic, We mean the mathematical kind that creates millionaires out of ordinary people. Imagine someone starts investing £200 per month in an index fund inside their ISA. That's roughly the cost of a decent night out, or a gym membership they probably don't use. After 10 years, they've invested £24,000 of their own money. But their account is worth around £33,000. That's £9,000 in free growth. After 20 years, they've put in £48,000, but it's worth around £99,000. After 30 years, they've invested £72,000 of their own money. But their account is worth over £200,000. That's compound interest in action. Money making money, which makes more money. Einstein allegedly called it the eighth wonder of the world, and once you see these numbers, you understand why. Most people spend their 20s and 30s with a constant knot of financial anxiety. They check their savings account and feel that familiar pit in their stomach, watching inflation slowly eat away at their purchasing power while they do nothing about it. But the people who start investing, something shifts. The anxiety gets replaced by quiet confidence. Not because they're getting rich quick, because they're getting rich slowly and predictably. They know that every month, every year, their money is working harder than they are. It's not really about the money. It's about control. It's about knowing that your future self will thank you for decisions you make today. It's about transforming that 3 a.m. financial worry into 3 a.m. peace of mind. So, here's what you need to do this week. Not next month, not next year, but this week. Step 1. Open a stocks and shares ISA. Hargreaves Lansdowne, A.J. Bell, Vanguard. Pick one. They're all fine. The best platform is the one you'll actually use. Step 2. Set up a direct debit. £50, £100, £200, whatever amount doesn't keep you awake at night. The amount matters less than the consistency. Step 3. Buy a simple index fund. FTSE Global All Cap, S&P 500, FTSE 100, they're all designed to be boring, and that's exactly what you want. That's it. 3 steps. No complex strategies, no market timing, no stress, just consistent, boring investing that actually builds wealth. Every person watching this video has a choice right now. You can close this tab and go back to financial sleepwalking, or you can be the person who looks back in 10 years and says that was the moment everything changed. The hardest part isn't the investing, it's the starting. But once you start, once you take that first step, everything else becomes automatic. Your future self is counting on the decision you make right now. Don't let them down. What's stopping you from starting today? Let me know in the comments below.